Hi, lovely people. We are so back. I'm gonna just turn on the lights and then we'll start. So it's 4 o'clock and we are studying for our NSM exams about for the second time and the third time if we be for real. But proper studying, BM, we are starting and studying. So yeah. Um, I asked Google Gemini to choose a number. It's 4 o'clock. Google Gemini to choose a number, and he kept on insisting in chapter 13. I don't know, 13th number. I don't know what's with this. So I just end up with 13, and it doesn't have that much, but we'll go through together and study together for it. Okay. Yeah. हर्षविनी आयो. Okay, so इसमें advantages है. Then he'll have a clock time as well, and then advantages disadvantages भर रखे हैं. Customer base भी नहीं है इसमें. Project based है. इसमें मेरा मीनिंग है, डेफिनेशन एंड एडवांटेजेस, लिमिटेशन, मैट्रिक्स है, एंड देन या सूटेबिलिटी भी है, कभी कभी डिफरेंस भी दे रखा है. तो या ना पहले अब हम इसके रिव्यू क्वेश्चन एक बार देख लेते हैं. ठीक है. तो ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेन करो, इलिस्ट्रेट करो डिविजन स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है, उससे बताओ. उसके मेरिट्स और डीमेरिट्स बताओ. ज्योग्राफिकल स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है, मेरिट और डीमेरिट करो. और suitability. So this chapter is wholly based on explanation, merits, demerits, and तीसरा suitability. More suitable. Difference between matrix and projects तो दे रखा है ना. हाँ, इधर वो डिफरेंस पूछ लिया. फिर शॉर्ट नोट्स तो आ ही सकते हैं. इस पे शॉर्ट नोट्स आई फील लाइक इट्स वेरी लाइक probable है. Short notes, it's very probable of it. So yeah. Okay. So let's start by reading it, and I'm having ChatGPT as my side to make the notes. So after go throughing everything, like the whole chapter, I got to know that this chapter is divided among 5 subtopics, and those 5 subtopics is also divided into mostly the 3 parts. First one is definition, you can say, or the explanation about it. Second is about the merits, demerits, you call it, or either you call it advantages and limitation, or either you call it advantages and disadvantages. And the third one might be like suitability of it, or the difference between few of them, or the third one can be like why is it used by like certain people or certain industries. I think these can be in the 3 main things we're going to tackle. Hey guys, I'm not very sure about my internet. I hope we can do at least 4. We will go with option A. Okay. So now we have to start with divisional structure. हमने पढ़ रखा है. It just somehow थोड़ा पढ़ना है और समझना है. डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है? एक स्ट्रक्चर होता है, फॉर्म बाय होता है क्रिएटिंग अ सेट ऑफ ऑटोनॉमस यूनिट्स और डिविजन्स। डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर की डेफिनेशन क्लास 12 में हमने पढ़ा था। ऑर्गेनाइजिंग 5.1। So I'm keeping two books. Why? Because I think we might need it फोन साइड में। तो थोड़ा तो मैंने पहले भी पढ़ा था, so it's not starting from a zero. I don't want to keep it this near to me, though it's visible really from here. You can just turn it up. This is so weird, I think. Yeah, good. ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर, डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर तो मैंने 11th में भी पढ़ा था, बट आई एम गोइंग टू गो थ्रू कि इसमें क्या क्या लिखा है, एंड देन वी कैन मेक। और डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है? इज फॉर्म बाय क्रिएटिंग अ सेट ऑफ ऑटोनॉमस यूनिट्स और डिविजन which are coordinated by central headquarters. For example, a company may have three divisions to manage textile, cosmetics, and cement. But to coordinate their functioning, certain essential services such as corporate planning, finance, legal, research are organized as a headquarters. This structure is popular with giant firms in multiple dealing in multiple products and operating in different geographical area. The product is are often unrelated and require different emphasis on different functions. In division structure, each division is semi-autonomous and has its own resources and facilities. Each division is put under each division is put under the charge of a separate divisional. Each division is put under the charge of a separate divisional manager. Okay, it has its own separate. It has its own separate divisional manager. ठीक है, इनके पास खुद का एक सेपरेट डिविजनल मैनेजर होता है, जो उसके पास पूरा कंट्रोल होता है पूरे डिवीजन के बारे में, एंड इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द परफेक्ट फॉर इट्स परफॉर्मेंस। ठीक है। फर्दर एक ईच डिवीजन इज मल्टीफंक्शनल। अब सारे ईच डिवीजन द फंक्शंस हैज उनके पास खुद का एक सबके फंक्शंस होते हैं। ठीक है, जैसे प्रोडक्शन, मार्केटिंग, फाइनेंस, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, ये सब होते हैं। Effective working, ठीक है। Each division is self contained. I think this is also contained as it develops expertise in all functional areas related to the product line. However, the functions may vary across the in accordance to. So this can be like in this sense connected. In India, several big companies such as ITC, Reliance Industries, go here. We can just have like ITC and Reliance as the examples. Hmm? Who follow divisional structure to organize their operations. ठीक है। ITT has 6 product lines जैसे tobacco, paper food, beverages, and this ready to wear garments. ठीक है। The divisional structure is based mostly on major products handled by the company. However, service organization like LIC, life insurance, public sector follow geographical or traditional individualization. Are you so? When the organization is in production of more than one type of product, the jobs related to that one product are grouped under one department. It is division structure. It is for good for large organizations. Hmm. ठीक है। And this is a separate business unit or division. ये product each one is division में. The divisional manager also have the authority over the responsibility here. Yeah, yeah, this multifunctional. Okay, this point is not there. Advantages product specialization. It helps to concentrate on each product line. This brings about the efficiency and economy of operations. It ensures the maximum use of specialized skills and capital equipment. Division gains experience. Divisional head experience all with product specialization. We can have this in contrast with this. And then what we have greater accountability, and then we have expansion and growth as point. Okay, so it makes we can definitely go on this point. It makes each divisional head accountable for all the costs, revenue, and profit. This provides a proper basis for performance appraisal. Is treated as a profit center and is accountable for its costs, revenue, profits. This point I like it more. We'll go through and then we're gonna make notes. Flexibility and initiative. It gives flexibility. Yeah. It gives sufficient autonomy or freedom of action to each division. It introduces flexibility in taking decisions by different divisions. It also encourages managers to take initiative to find way of better performance. It promotes flexibility and initiation as each division function as an autonomous unit leads to faster decision making. We can have both points. Combination. It facilitates expansion and growth of each product line. Further, new product can be divided without disturbing the operation of the existing one. Good. I think 4 points. One, two, three, and we have we are here about like 4 points. Departmental. I think we go about this one. So, after reading the topic from my TN Chabra BCom book and from my class 12th business studies book, I have come up with this notes. Okay, so there might be few changes that you might have to do. Okay, like not big changes or changes in the lines that I've said, but maybe just few grammatical mistakes or few things you might do to make it more in a structured manner, but keep it about 90% original only. because I will try my best for it. Okay, so first we have the definition. So the definition of divisional structure is when the organization is in the production of more than one type of product and jobs related to one product are grouped under one department, is called divisional structure. Now we are giving much more explanation to the topic. You can restructure it, but keep my lines about 90 to 95% same. Okay, so this structure is popular with giant firms dealing in multiple products and operating in different geographical regions. Similar line I found in other book which says this type of structure is suitable for large organizations which have various product lines or several products. Another point, next point we have, each division is put under the charge of a separate divisional manager who has complete control over the division and is responsible for its performance. Now, in my other book, we have this line called each department is headed by a divisional manager who has to carry out all functional activities related with the department. The divisional manager has authority over the unit and is responsible for performance of his or her department. So I'm taking things for two books, so the ideas may overlap. So you might combine the ideas sometimes, not always, but keep it long. Keep everything very detailed. Do not shorten it up. Then we have the point of saying that multifunctional one. Okay. Another point is each division is multifunctional. Within each division, functions like production, marketing, finance, HR, management are performed for effective working. In the other book, it's like each department operates as a multifunctional unit, as all necessary functions such as production, finance, marketing, HR are performed together to achieve a common goal. So we can have like both the points of effective working and to achieve a common goal in this part. Then, however, functions may vary across divisions in accordance with the particular product line. In the other book, it's like however, functions may vary across divisions in accordance with their particular product line. And then this point was mentioned. Then this point was mentioned in one book, but it was not there in the other book. Was each division works as a profit center where the divisional head is responsible for the profit or loss of his division. And then the other book has the examples, real life examples. So we can have in India several big companies like ITC, Reliance Industries follow division structures to organize their operations. So till now we have just covered maybe you can call it a short note plus definition, whatever you may call it. So now we would move on to the advantages or disadvantages of it. Let's see how well it does. just lovely work you have done. And sometimes when you have to merge few things, do merge it seamlessly and avoid like the lines which are very very similar. Now we are moving on with the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, now we're going to मतलब advantages तो छू लिया था हमने, but we have the disadvantages part. मुझे पता है ये notes काफी लंबे होने वाले हैं, but we're going to edit and keep it fast. ठीक है, then we're going to learn. This divisional structure suffers from the following limitations: conflict है, conflict है, costly है, and organizational interest. 1 2 3, but we have to have 4. ठीक है. Hmm. So conflict among divisions. There may be conflicts among different divisions over the allocation of resources. Mm, respect to allocation. Okay, this is very similar. This is this is very similar point, but we can definitely add this one. Each it may lead to increase in cost as there duplication of different functions and equipment in various divisions. There may not be full utilization of divisions. There may not be full utilization of division. Hmm, I think we can add this. And I have heard कि इन ये जो यूजी कोर्सेज होते हैं इनमें बढ़ा चढ़ा के लिखना होता है. So I cannot depend fully on I cannot fully depend on what the books, but ठीक है. But I think knowing everything, I don't know. I just have happen to have 2 books, and if I even still don't do it, okay, then disregard organization. The divisional heads have complete authority to run their divisions in of course achieving the results for their uh, in the course of achieving the results for their respective divisions. They may ignore the organizational objective or interest. They may also now they're talking about two different stuff. I think maybe we're gonna do. Also, after completion of a one whole particular topic, then we're going to have short notes. As of now, I will give the advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages that the divisional structure provides The first one is product specialization. It helps to concentrate on each product line. This brings about the efficiency and economy of operations. Also, in other book it's given divisional health gains experience in all functions related to that particular product. Product specialization helps in development of varied skills, uh, and prepares him for higher positions. The second point is greater accountability. In divisional structure, each product is department is treated as a profit center, and it is accountable for its cost, revenue, and its profits. This provides a base for measuring performance and helps in fixing responsibility in case of poor performance, so that the appropriate remedial action can be taken. And also this provides a basis for performance of sorry this provides a proper basis for performance appraisal as well. Then the third point is flexibility. The division structure promotes flexibility or sufficient autonomy of action to each division. It in gives flexibility in taking decisions by different divisions. In other book it's written, I feel like it's kind of good. It promotes flexibility and initiative as each division functions as autonomous units. It leads to faster decision making. So we can merge them pretty well because it's not that good. Next point, we have expansion and growth. Uh, it facilitates expansion and growth of each product line, and and further new product line further new product division can be added without disturbing the operation of the existing division. And there in the other book they have just added one more word with expansion and growth, that is diversification. Okay. And then if we go to the disadvantages, we have conflict of department, or we can name it as departmental conflicts. So the explanation there is conflict may arise among various divisions with respect to the allocation of funds, as particular divisions may seek to maximize its profits at the cost of other divisions. And the second point is higher cost. It may lead to an increase in the cost as there is duplication of different functions and equipment in various divisions. As as each product division has to maintain its own facilities, equipment, and personnel. The next point is ignore organizational interests. The divisional heads have the complete authority to supervise all activities related to their particular divisions. In the course of achieving the results, in the course of achieving results for their own divisions, they may ignore the organizational interests or objectives, and they may only focus on their own product without thinking of the rest of the organizational, and thus and thus the organizational objectives may suffer and become difficult to accomplish. And then we have the fourth point, which is a cumbersome structure, which says divisional structure is cumbersome and complicated. It is not suitable for small and medium sized companies. It is compulsory for everyone to bring their admit cards if they don't have, they should at least bring their ID cards for tally practical. Now we will parts which there is only there in Tn Chabra book, suitability of divisional structure. So is suitable for the firms having several products. ठीक है. Each product is characterized by different technology, resources, या production process या market. I have texted ma'am. Let's wait about it. About it. Let's wait for her reply. Yes, you need to self print it. ठीक है. Done. Though I don't think so. I will mm, like remember the exact words from the suitability, but I will still add them in my notes. Which is a divisional structure is suitable for the firms having various products or several products, and each product is actually categorized or grouped by different technology, resources, production process, and market. It is also suitable for the firms which are having wide geographical area or having various market segments. Now, next we will jump into the product based structure, which also has its advantages and disadvantages. For that, I think I only have one book, which is sad. I think my laptop. Hi guys, hi stream. मेरा laptop full charge. Now we'll move on to the next one. फिर which is about like hmm, product based structure is also followed by giant organizations having multiple product lines. प्रोडक्ट एंड डिविजनल का डिफरेंस ये है डिफरेंस किसका दिया प्रोजेक्ट एंड मैट्रिक्स का ना बट प्रोडक्ट एंड डिविजनल को देखते हैं सो ईच मेजर प्रोडक्ट और प्रोडक्ट लाइन इज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एज अ सेपरेट डिवीजन अच्छा आई फील लाइक डिपार्टमेंट each product based structure is followed by giant organizations. It is employed where the unique characteristics of the products are of great significance and they also require specialized machines, equipment, and trained personnel. It is appropriate when each product is relatively complex and a great deal of capital is required. What's other capital for a product? जैसे एक company में have separate जैसे textile, cement, and shipping और उनके subdivision है. For instance, textile division has subdivision like अच्छा so it's like division का भी subdivision. Product is an important basis of departmentation because it creates product divisions each of the viable profit center accountability process. It places attention and efforts. So since the product division is semi-autonomous, it permits growth and diversification of the product market oriented. अच्छा वैसे तो हमारा ये था market oriented long range growth oriented strategies can be planned and implemented. The top management can easily evaluate the performance of different product divisions and pay greater attention to the line which is less profitable as compared to others. This type of departmentation is useful when it is essential to coordinate the activities related to a particular product. Besides better coordination, it was also customer service, a sharp focus. It focuses individual attention. It focuses individual attention on each product line. I think this is very similar to what we have studied till now, so we will not move on product based. We'll move on आगे project. I think I'm very casual with the way I'm sitting. Project may be defined project को क्या कहते हैं defined as a complex set of activities. सारी complex set of activities जो बहुत अलग है, स्पेशलाइज्ड हैं और टेक्निकल है, उनको एक विद इन टाइम फ्रेम के अंदर और कॉस्ट स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर हमें परफॉर्म करना होता है. ये the project structure is designed to handle a set of activities along with the already existing organizational structure. It is a temporary structure designed under following situations. कब कब The assignment presents a unique, infrequent, unfamiliar challenge to the business firm. Successful completion of the product is very critical for the firm. The project must be completed with the successful completion. प्रोजेक्ट पूरा अच्छे से खत्म हो जाए बहुत ज़रूरी है. दूसरी चीज़ विद इन टाइम पीरियड में खत्म हो जाए बहुत ज़रूरी है. द असाइनमेंट इज क्रिटिकल टू द फर्म बिकॉज द थ्रेट और लॉस ऑफ सम अदर रीजंस. तो जैसे एक ही प्रोजेक्ट बी हो सकता है जिसमें खुद की मार्केटिंग आर एन डी चाहिए और ये पूरी कंपनी. अच्छा, प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है? उसमें टीम ऑफ स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं जो वर्क करते हैं और कंप्लीट करते हैं एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट को. ठीक है. द प्रोजेक्ट स्टाफ इज सेपरेट फ्रॉम एन इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंट. ठीक है. The figure represents a simple project structure wherein project managers form their own teams in addition to the normal functional structure. It may be noted that generally the project teams are created along with the existing functional structure. The project management concentrates on special assignment to complete the project in. Since the project manager is wholly responsible for the project results, he places more emphasis on the efficient control, better customer relations, and his and uses his initiative and for successful dynamism for successful completion of the project. For building the project team, the personnel are drawn from both the functional departments of the organization and from outside. On completion of the project, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर होता है, वहाँ हमारा डिविजनल हेड होता था, यहाँ हमारा प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर है. डिविजनल में डिवीजन हेड होता है और प्रोजेक्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उनका प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर होता है. On completion of the project, the internal staff will be sent back to their respective parental this and or maybe shifted to other. But in the project structure, this high degree of certainty and insecurity is in. For various projects, there may be several project managers or coordinators, each getting required resources and personnel from. Project structure is suitable under the following circumstances. The suitability. We are talking first about the project is a one-time assignment with well-defined specifications, and the organization continue wants to continue concentration on The assignment presents a unique or unfamiliar challenge. Unique and unfamiliar. The successful completion is very critical. The project must become specific. Merits. Project organization concentrates on the completion of a complex project or assignment. It can be tailored to meet the requirements of the particular product. Project organization provides greater flexibility in organization, greater check over the project work, provision of determining exact greater check over the project work, providing provision of determining exact responsibility and better coordination of organizational resources. Project organization requires specialists in various fields. Specialists get higher satisfaction while working on complex projects. Do they? Yes, they may. Hmm. It facilitates timely completion without disturbing the normal activities of the organization. Good one. I love this one. I love this one. Hmm. It has been found a fit number of widely varying situations such as product development. I think we're just going with maybe this we can think. Now limitations of a project organization. Uncertainty in project structure arises because the project manager has to deal with specialists coming from a various or diverse field. The specialists often have the different types of approaches and perspectives. I think I would say add a bit more, say to that duty. Lack of prescribed organizational processes. Lack of clearly defined responsibility. There may be lack of communication lines. As okay, so now organization. So there's a lot lack of a lot of things. Measurement of yardsticks makes the job. Project manager has to feel unusual decision pressure that results from severe. See, this is highly unlikely. I feel like but we never know. When I read, which is very hard. It is not necessary to get it stamped for tally practicals, but it is necessary for final NSEM exams. But it is compulsory to bring your admit card if you have it. Okay, I should focus. So, as the product based structure was very similar to divisional structure, and I was very confused with whatever was happening, and I was reading. It was very confusing. So, that I will study later. Right now, I started with a project organization, and we'll start with it. And this has a lot of things to say actually. So we'll begin. The definition goes like this: a project may be defined as a complex set of activities which are diverse, specialized, and technical to be performed within the given time frame and cost structure. That's the definition. And then the explanation or the short note we can say, or the note on this. The project structure is designed to handle such activities along with already existing structure. And the same line given below is very same. Is it may be noted that generally project teams are created along with existing functional organization. Okay, and then the next thing is the project consists of a team of specialists to work on and complete the particular project. The project staff is separate and independent from the uh, independent of the functional departments. For building the project team, personnel are drawn from both the functional department of the organization and from outside. The project manager is wholly responsible for the project results. He places more emphasis on effective control, better customer relations, efficient control, and uses his initiative and dynamism for the successful completion of the project. On the completion of the project, the internal staff will be sent back to the respective parental departments or maybe shifted to the other projects. And so for various projects, there may be several project manager or coordinator, each getting the required resources and personnel from organizations so as to complete the project on time, which is very similar to what we actually did till now. And though this point is there as a limitation, but we can still say it here. But in project structure, high degree of uncertainty and insecurity is inevitable as the projects are only for a specific period of time. Now we coming. We now we have the suitability. The next topic is suitability. These the assignment presents a unique. Sorry, the suitability comes here. We'll start with suitability again. Project structure is suitable under the following circumstances. The project is a one time assignment with well defined specification, and also the organization wants to continue concentration on its regular activities. So they go side by side. You can just edit this line. The next point, the assignment presents a unique or unfamiliar challenge. Then, next, successful completion of the project is critical for the organization, and the assignment is critical to the firm, and the assignment is critical to the firm because of the threat of loss or of some other reasons. Next point, the project must next point, the project must be completed within the given time limit. Now, the problem with advantages and disadvantages are, first, they don't have a heading, so you have to make a suitable heading for it. So it should have also have an adjective heading. You mean, like we had earlier now, the greater responsibility or something like that. Okay, so I'll be telling you each point and have the uh, ahead of it as well. Okay, now the next thing is, I'll start with the points and tell you wherever I want your help, because the advantages and limitations do not make that much of sense to me. I need your help there, so I'll just tell you whenever and wherever. First point of advantage: project organization concentrates on completing of a complex project or an assignment. It can be tailored to meet the requirements of a particular project. This point, I don't see it as an advantage yet, so do help me on this. Make it, edit these lines and like curate and modify it for better lines. Then second point, project organization provides greater flexibility in organization, greater check over the project work, and better coordination of organizational resources. Keep this same until I say keep everything same. Third point, project organization requires specialists in various fields. Specialists get higher satisfaction while working on complex projects. This is a good point. Point number four, it facilitates timely completion of project without disturbing the normal activities of the organization. Then the limitations. I want you to add more things and simplify it and make it a better point. Uncertainty in project structure arises because the project manager has to deal with specialists from a number of diverse fields. The specialists often have different types of approaches and perspectives, which is a good point, but you can add more. Um, Lack of prescribed organizational processes, lack of clearly defined responsibility, lack of communication lines make the job of a project manager more challenging. Third point, the project manager has to face a very unusual decision pressure that results from severe from the severe penalties to be imposed because of the delay in completion of project. Point number four, motivation of specialists may pose another problem for the project manager. Moreover, there may be conflicts among the specialists quite often because of their different orientations. So, for the limitation part, I do want you to make it a bit more sense making and sensible and reasonable kind of points, though they have mentioned it, but I want more of your take. But I don't want the answers to be very long, just like kind of short but easy to understand and remember. Hasuinne, himne, himne se. Okay, now we are moving. अभी in this study session अभी हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं चीज़ें यहाँ पे लाने का, बट अभी तो हमारे रीडिंग फेज चल रहा है ना कि learning. We're trying to understand it. We have only matrix and virtual left. A product. I don't know when we'll do. Reading इतना भी कर ले तो. Wow. Thebak. Oh my god, it's already 5. I think I'll just take a 5 minutes break and sub karke we'll come back. Touch your body. Hmm. Matrix organization, also called as grid organization. एक ये hybrid structure होता है, combine करता है two complementary structures, namely functional departmentation with pure project structure. Oh wow! फंक्शन वही ना, फंक्शन सारे में बांटी और प्योर प्रोजेक्ट मतलब जो सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड और कॉस्ट के लिए. Functional structure is a permanent feature of matrix organization and retains authority for the overall functional. Project teams are created whenever specific projects the high degree of technical skills and other resources for a temporary period. टेक्निकल स्किल्स काफ़ी अच्छी चीज़, स्पेशलाइजेशन स्पेशलिस्ट को होता ज़रूरत है और रिसोर्सेज वाला टाइम टेम्परेरी पीरियड. फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट्स अ पर्टिकुलर चेन ऑफ कमांड while the project creates a horizontal chain. Then the function of the vertical matrix कैसा है? This is quite yummy. Matrix organization is a two-dimensional structure. और हाइब्रिड है, इधर से कॉपी करना. ठीक है. Members of a particular project team are drawn from the functional departments and are placed under the direction of the project manager. जो project manager होता है has the overall responsibility. The project manager has the overall responsibility. जो project manager होता है has the overall responsibility for the success. The project manager has the overall responsibility. तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर के पास सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है सक्सेस होता है पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट की. ठीक है. ही हैज़ अथॉरिटी ओवर द मेंबर्स ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. ठीक है. प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर जब खत्म हो जाता है तो टीम डिसॉल्व हो जाती है. इस मेंबर्स द प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इज रिवर्ट बैक रिटर्न टू द रिस्पेक्टिव डिपार्टमेंट्स. रीअसाइनमेंट टू द और या फिर Matrix organization focuses attention. Matrix organization क्या करती है? Focus on specific projects. The charge of the project is given to the project manager, who is given the necessary authority to complete the project in accordance with the time, cost, quality, and other communication to him by the top management. The project manager draws a group of personnel from various functional departments. ठीक है, तो इसका आ जा, इसका आ जा, इसका आ जा, इसका आ जा, and he assigns to works to various functional groups. Upon completion of the project, this is two different points we're talking about. Both the project and functional managers have different roles. The project manager exerts a general management viewpoint to his project. Each functional manager is responsible for maintaining the integrity of his function. Management project objectives is paramount to the way of thinking. Matrix organization structure is shown workload of the construction. Well defined period of completion. This division has functional department as of each functional support to the individual. Each of the project organizations depicted. क्या combination of functional multiple term. Hmm. Each project organization depicted in lower portion of the project manager is given the authority and responsible for achievement of the project objectives. The functional groups, work groups, each project is completed. Same point को बहुत बार repeat कर दिया इनने. Annoying. The level of participation by work groups depends upon the nature of each project. The combination of people and resources that can be best jointly. अगर इंडस्ट्रियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, केमिकल, मैकेनिकल, इंडस्ट्रियल, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियर, अलग अलग टाइप के इंजीनियर्स एक साथ काम करें, फिजिसिस्ट, अकाउंटेंट्स और अदर प्रोफेशनल के साथ एक न्यू प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने के लिए. वाट अच्छा, ये सही मुझे एग्जाम्पल चाहिए था कि जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल है, अब ये हो गए फंक्शन, ये हो गए हमारे फंक्शनल. ठीक है. Matrix organization is used in industries with highly complex products. Humne say the matrix structure is an efficient means of bringing together diverse specialized skill to complete a complex assignment or execute a project. It is flexible in nature. It can be applied more usefully to an organization evolves in project from small to large. It can be better respond. Personal engage in project. They can use their competence and make the maximum cost. It encourages specialization and organization gets benefits and economies arising out of specialization. The matrix organization violates the classic principle of unity of command. The person from functional department has to face a decision of two bosses, the project manager and the functional manager. As a functional group, as a result, a functional group may sidetrack its responsibilities easily. Project unit matrix coordination is more complicated because neither functional head has an authority over the project unit in a direct manner, nor the There's a difference between the project organization and the matrix organization. In pure project organization, complete responsibility for the project as well as for the resources are usually assigned to one person known as the project manager. In case of large projects, the structure examples the regular autonomous division, but in matrix organization, project manager has to share with resources with the rest of the enterprise. In other words, the matrix structure requires two lines of authority to exercise the share influence over the same resources. It combines functional departmentation with project structure. The individuals working on the project have containing dual assignment to the parent function. The independent structure, combination of functional single command system, multiple command system, exclusive sources by each product manager. A virtual organization is a temporary network between अच्छा virtual organization is या फिर network organization एक temporary network होता है between a number of companies that come together to complete a specific venture called network structure. It is created to exploit fast changing opportunities and share skills, even access facilitates access to the global market. Each participating company contributes to what it does the best. The network structure is boundaryless structure created around a central organization that relies on other organizations to perform manufacturing, distribution, financing, and other crucial business functions on a contract basis. It allows different organizations engaged in research, It allows different organizations engaged in research and development, consultancy, manufacturing, transportation, to bring their resources and capabilities together. The core network of the structure is the central organization, which coordinates the relationship and activities the other in the network. The managers in the central spend the most coordinating and controlling external relations, sharing the information between the constituents of the network, usually facilitated by electronic technology. Over this avoids it. Take it. This is a good point we can have, but I don't know how much of point. Virtual organizations have been created by larger just IBM, Apple. Network organizations suitable for all endeavors or everything which requires high flexibility to respond. This form is there is flexibility of control due to very few employees at the central quarter. The overhead expenses are low due to the lean structure. The choice of subcontractor is done on the basis of quality and control. Quarter. There's limited control over the operations by subcontractors coordinate. तो भैया जी हम सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को डिस कर रहे हैं. Though I have read the Matrix one, but I think I will do Matrix one later. Right now, we are only focusing on these three, which is virtual, project, and division. Other two we'll do later because these ones are very graspable, I would say. So we'll start with virtual and network organization. The definition is a virtual organization is a temporary network between a number of companies that come together to accomplish a specific venture. Now, the short note or explanation goes like this. It is also called network structure. So the use of it is like this. It is created to exploit fast changing opportunities and share skills, even facilitates access to global markets. And the each participating company contributes what it's best. This network structure is a boundaryless structure created around the central organization that relies on other organizations to perform various functions such as manufacturing, distribution, financing, and other functions, other crucial functions on a contract basis. And it allows different organizations engage in various functions such as research, development, manufacturing, transportation, etc., to bring their resources and capabilities together and make the best. So the now we are talking about the core of the network structure, that is the central organization, which is coordinating relationships and activities of other organizations in the network. And they have managers who have the work of coordinating and controlling external relations, and then The in real life examples is IBM and Apple, and there's no such small companies and to create organization like this. There's no like particular small companies. There are network organization. Now we're talking about the suitability. Network organization is suitable for all things or endeavors which require high flexibility to respond quickly to changing environment. This foreign suppliers. Now we are talking about the problems relating to it that we can add in the short note as well, which are: first, there may be lack of close control over the manufacturing operations. Secondly, there may be doubt over the reliability of the partners. Okay, now we are talking about the advantages. Now we are starting with advantages. These are quite short, so you can maybe add the headings of it and very short, a bit more explanations on it. So first, there is flexibility of control due to very few employees at the central organization or headquarters. Second, the overhead expenses are low due to lean structure. Third, the choice of subcontractors The choice of subcontractors is done on the basis of quality control. Point number four, subcontractors all over the world can be located. Now we are coming to the limitations. There is limited control over the organizing operations performed by subcontractors. Point number two, coordination of activities and subcontractors is often difficult. Point number three, because of change in subcontractors, new relationship need to be developed. Point number four, employees at the central organization may be frustrated due to poor performance of subcontractors. So for limitations, you can definitely uh, add up bit more add up a bit more and make it more sensible, and same for the advantages as well. And wherever you think you may need to add, you can just add wherever. Yeah, we've told. Not showing in line. Bhai, I will start tomorrow. Guys, yeah. So for study session, we are ending with this. I really studied them, like just read them and just try to understand them. Maybe the learning portion we'll do later, and jumping on other two forms we'll do later. But I'll try to complete this today, and we also have other things to do. So hell yeah! See you next time I open studying. My next response next time studying. Home, just take nature. I don't know how long do you study. So we studied for about, sorry, we studied for about like 90 minutes. It was such a good 90-minute session. Love you guys. And will I be studying this? No. And we gonna at all. I do have other things, so I'm just gonna um catch up on these stuff, and then we'll do. I'm using this color highlighter because that one has just given up on me. And third button we'll do in a while. We study for 2.5. We have to study for more. Next study session will be about studying financial accounting and actually studying the journal entries because I forgot all. And if I revise them all in a proper manner, it will help me. I'll revise semi as well tomorrow, and I'll revise whatever I studied today. And yeah, good that I opened it. I think we'll try to complete it tomorrow morning or tomorrow, and then we will just keep on jumping on other topics as well. So, had a great session, had a great day. See you tomorrow or soon or whenever I think I should do a live.